I think I'm gonna give myself bangs because sometimes I look at my forehead and I'm like, okay, so let's get started. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my skin and what I go for when I'm doing my makeup and what kind of look that I like. I have dry, sensitive skin, so I'm prone to redness. Honestly, I think I have rosacea. So I have to be careful about kind of stuff I put on my skin, and I found this out when, okay, you guys know when Huda's filter foundation came out at the same time I think Fenty had just launched their foundation, and like they had a whole bunch of ranges of shades. Well, anyways, I found the hard way that matte wasn't for me because I remember putting it on and like both of the brands had really good reviews and that foundation was so good, and I'm like, why doesn't it work for me? Like, why isn't it pretty? And that's when I realized that I need to switch up my skin routine and my makeup routine, and that I need to tailor my skincare and makeup towards me and not really so much the hype because it was just looking crusty. So with that being said, for my makeup, I like it to be a luminous, dewy finish. I want to look glowy. I don't want to look like I don't like matte, especially now, and I don't want it to be too heavy either because with the baby it's just hard to do anything really. So my makeup needs to be fast and I want to look radiant because your girl is not getting any sleep. I love NARS. NARS is just my go-to when it comes to foundation. I know that no matter what your skin type is, you choose some NARS. So the one I originally used was the Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'll put a picture up. I don't know if that's what it's called. But recently I got the light reflecting one and I think that's going to take over because... but for drugstore options, because I know that's a little pricey, that is my second go-to, and that honestly has beat a lot of foundations because I only have 3 that I kept, is this L'Oreal one. Guys, this is so dewy and it doesn't feel like you have anything on, and I like to mix my foundations with oil regardless, but I mean, if you just want to do this by itself, it's so amazing. And then the last one that is also a go-to is this Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. And you can always spot correct or use concealer if you have imperfections that you want to cover. So honestly, I feel like you don't really need full coverage foundation, especially as you get older. Less is more, I figured out. I think a corrector is a must and it's a life changer. Okay, this one I don't have a drugstore option because this one just works so well and I would just pay the coins if I have to. And it's this Bobbi Brown corrector. And to be honest, I feel like not a lot of high-end brands have correctors. Like they have concealers but not correctors. The only other one I can think of is MAC, but I just found this one works for me, and why change something if it ain't broke? So I'll just forever buy this one. Concealer, I love this concealer. Why was I blanking out? And it's this Hourglass concealer. Guys, this is life-changing. So it's just very soft and it doesn't feel like you have anything. I know people really loved the NARS creamy one, but I don't know why I couldn't get behind that concealer. I didn't get the hype, but this one, and it has a mini, like you guys, you should just try it and you will know what I mean. I will always just buy this concealer. It reminds me of the Dermablend concealer that I used to love, which they reformulated, and I didn't like it anymore because I feel like it turned more into the same consistency of the Tarte Shape Tape, which I hate. And if you have dry skin, if you have older skin, watch it immature skin, but I did not like that. I've really been into a liquid blush, very pigmented colors. So I love this because you could use this both for your cheeks but also for your lips. So usually I do it for both, and I just love the look because it's liquid, so it's dewy. I of course go over with a similar shade in powder and just go over it. So I either use this one or the NARS Exhibit, which is super pigmented. But I don't know, I just love that flushed look, so I really gear towards orange, like really orange or red or really pink. But yeah, I feel like I should put some on And I like to put it on my forehead, and honestly I just put it everywhere, and on my nose. Like, I just think that looks so cute. I don't really use powder like that, and I never really baked, but when I do, when I want to be extra, I love this Huda Beauty one. I love this one because, first of all, I love the shade range. Usually brands, I feel like, don't have a lot of shade ranges when it comes to loose powder, but she does. But when I do bake, I just like to do it right there on my jawline, and not, why is it like that, not on my eyes, because you don't want to dry out your eyes if you have dry skin or mature skin. So I don't really like to do it under there. The brow pencil that I will always buy is the NYX brow pencil. These are a dupe for the Anastasia ones, and literally, I mean, why pay that price when you can just use this? I think it's like $10. So then the mascara that I will always buy and that I have multiple of is this L'Oreal Telescopic. And what I love about this mascara is the bristle. Like, it just gets all up in there and makes your lashes, and it doesn't clump, and it's just amazing. As for eyeshadow, lately I have not been putting on eyeshadow. It just, I ain't got time for that. I think as long as my eyelashes are popping, then I'm good. I'm tired. I've been running around with my head cut off because I can only film when baby's sleeping, and so it'd be hard out here. As for lips, I also don't like feeling like I have stuff on my lips, so I don't really like lipstick or lip gloss. I really love lip balm, specifically tinted lip balm, because then it's like you get 2 in 1, because you're hydrating your lips, but also it's tinted, so it looks like you have something on. I love it's from Morphe, and specifically in the color Feeling Rosy. I really wish they would come out with more colors, because I really want like a pink magenta one. About to die, but I'll show you. It really is pigmented and it stays. That's all that I use. That's my staple go-to products, what's currently in my makeup routine, and the things that I know I can count on and that I will bring with me if I'm going to an event. So yeah, I hope I didn't miss anything. Goodbye.